Hey people, Infiltrated 53 Faction War. This is Quest Redemption and Chaos Space Marines versus Eldar. For the Blue Chaos team, Nimmsi is a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee combat, alongside two Chaos Sorcerers. First up, Nimmsi. This is the Black Legion elite scheme. And we've got DanielGrushin. These guys excel at battlefield manipulation and control, fighting mainly in melee combat. Red Eldar team, Acey, also known as Dark Ace, with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero that fights in ranged combat, great for capping and harassing with some powerful control abilities. Alongside, Fathom is a Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat, some powerful buffs, debuffs and control abilities. And rounding off the teams, Legionator as a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat with some powerful disruption and support. Looks like they are on the southern side against one of those Sorcerers. Doombolts misses though. This is DanielGrushin here. Just a single CSM squad, not into a second heretic for any of these Chaos fellas. Nimmsi, meanwhile, supporting the north. Chaos are going to take it. Not sure, where is Fathom? Oh, Fathom is 2v1 on the south side. So they're going to push through, maybe get a decap on the power and harass the economy that way. There's also some bunkers here you can use to block approaches with suppression units and stuff. Heretics get away with 3 models, the old Doom Blast and Flee. Another Doom Bolts goes in and misses. Banshees have found him though, and they're a big threat to low-level heroes. Especially, 650 hit points isn't going to last long. Farseer does get a decap. Meanwhile, north, Warp Spider being a nuisance. Teleporting in, tying up these white and gold Chaos Space Marines. Banshees getting in there. 6 stents there. Since the Doom Bolts coming in, I think they must have seen the Chaos Sorcerer's energy go down for Nimmsi. Avoided most of the damage, allows the CSM to back up to that heavy cover again. And here comes Acey once more. Against 2 players, not sure where Nimmsi's heretics are. Oh, they're all the way in the northern corner. Northern edge, I should say. Capping that power. There's another Doom Bolts. Kind of dodged. They got rid of those CSM, Heretics are kind of too damaged to get involved. They're just sticking around for being consumed here, having to retreat. In fact, Nimmsi got all the stuff off the field. Banshee's catching some CSM of Nimmsi and taking out 2 of them. I thought he wiped them out there, but they got away. It was double CSM for Nimmsi, double CSM also for DanielGrushin. Here they are, getting the Eternal Warp, boosting damage by 20% both melee and ranged, and Nimmsi with some havocs. Raptors now for Nimmsi. Raptors get set to get a small cost increase up to 45 power, I believe, in 293. I say set to. 293 is out. They have it. You go check it out on the forums and stuff. As always, more havocs on the way for Nimmsi. 484472. Power bash by the Eldar. Not the quickest or most efficient power bashes, the Dire Avengers here. They're giving it a good go. Double CSM should be tying them up in melee. They don't have grenades, so there's no real threat as they move in. Chaos coming back to the northern side. So the Warp Spider can teleport in and tie up the Havocs, but Nimmsi has double Havocs now. And they've got Raptors to jump this Shuriken. Banshee's there just jumping over everything. Should be able to get this back here, the Chaos team. Capping there is Nimmsi. Heretics might want to flank around a bit. They're not really using the space here. Just some corn worship. Here come the Raptors to jump. Don't need the space when he can jump on you. And there's the retreat. Spotted them early, did Acey. Didn't want to take any retreat melee hits. Grenade keeps those guys at bay. We've got the Merciless Switchblade in hands of Legionator. Havoc's in a weird place here. I guess they're covering stuff coming down the stairs. Good grenade and some heretics there. Those were Nimmsi's aspiring champion heretics. What about the other fellas? Nimmsi's are still defaults, and DanielGrushin's have grenade launchers coming out of base there in the south. Eldar taking that contested power, is it? No, it's a wreck point. Contested power's in the dead center, that's right. Very hard to maintain generators on this thing, but nodes are always handy. The extra +2. Keep it for long periods, it adds up. Double CSM trying to keep the Banshees at bay with their bolters. Retreating back to the Havocs. There we go. They should be dealt with now. Might have wanted to stay in melee combat, forcing melee. Because you know they're going to retreat when these guys start firing and get a little bit extra melee attacks in. But it is risky, of course. Big risk that you drop a model during that. 458 to 438. Chaos Lord gets too close to shootiness. Shuriken can maybe move up. Where are the Raptors? They are running away. So the Shuriken is relatively safe for a little while. Banshee should be back out to help protect it by the time the Raptors are ready. Tier 2 for... In fact, Acey's almost there. Nimmsi just went. So did Legionator. Double Shurikens for Fathom. Special attack misses from Noisy's Sorcerer. We do have Sigil of the Rift. There's another thing for the Shurikens to have to deal with now. Warlock taking a bunch of shots. Has to flee. Just consuming some retreating heretics there as the Sorcerer of Noisy. Gets energy and some health back for that. And heretics stealing the power in the north. Can they node it back up again? Where are the Banshees of Acey? Coming back out. Legionator down to Dire Avengers and a Guardian weapon team. But Eldar can recover pretty well in tier 2. They've got quite a packed tier 2 these days. I feel like Warp Spiders kind of get squeezed out of it a little bit because you've got Dark Creepers and Fire Dragons now. Are there really many situations where you'd rather get Warp Spiders? And you've got Wraith Guard, of course. And here comes a Wraith Lord for Acey. I feel like one of them should be maybe beefed up a little bit and moved to tier 3 or something. So very crowded tier 2. Lots of powerful shooty stuff. The Farseer has her Doombringer. Special attack hits one. Also has the Armor of Fortune. It was on her for a little while there. 1-to-1 cap. Heretics getting in. But they are super isolated. Havocs need to try and creep forward after they control this Warlock. Doombolts goes flying in. A decent hit. CSM with a ton of war. Need to try and get up to the cover. There we go. Got rid of the Shuriken. This guy's in the garrison. They don't really have a great answer to that. Because the grenade launcher guys are busy capping. Sorcerers now drawing their fire. He's got the demon armor, has DanielGrushin. Warlock is persuaded to leave. That was some good pressure from the Eldar. But can these Shuriken fellas get away safely now? Havoc just bashed that central power. Chaos still have the north. Fisticuffs from the Warp Spider. Then teleports away because he's annoying like that. Who went down? Chaos Lord went down. Got too close to a Wraith Lord and his giant sword, I guess. Plague Marines now for Nimmsi to try and combat that guy. Raptors do not want to fight it. Marco Tzeentch now for DanielGrushin. Double? Nope, these guys without a mark. Ah, just as I said, do Warp Spiders have a place? Here comes Legionator with some Warp Spiders. We'll see how they do. It's not that they're not effective, but, you know, Dark Creepers counter heavy infantry. Fire Dragons counter pretty much everything from close range. Wraith Guard with big bursts of damage. Warp Spiders do have that awesome Haywire, and I think in 293 their Haywire Grenade was buffed. I think it's got a shorter cooldown now. So that's their one niche, I suppose. Great mobility, and they can snare vehicles with that Haywire. The Haywire is so good. Shutting down their weapons as well, it's pretty nuts. You have a las cannon. A demonic las cannon from Noisy. These fellas still with their heavy bolter. Eldar have struggled to hold this northern side. Opening up a little bit of a VP lead here, these Chaos Space Marines. More Plague Marines now for DanielGrushin. And the Sorcerer can do some cool stuff with Plague Marines. Teleporting them around into better locations, which negates some of their poor mobility. Noisy with the Rod of Warp Fire now and Demon Armor. Falcon takes a shot from the Plague Marines there. That snaring missile launcher kicking off in the mid. Havoc's getting surrounded. These are Noisy's Havocs and they're going down to Banshees. Couldn't really save them there once they got in. Wasn't alive to it. We have another Rod of Warp Fire. Wraith Lord makes the push. Banshees alongside. Warp Spider Exarch in there with his Power Blades too. Really good push by Eldar. These guys coming in around. Got into all sorts of trouble, those CSM. Are they both going to get away? I think they are. Barely gets away. Warp Spider might have been able to finish him off in melee there. Raptor's getting destroyed by a Wraithlord. Here comes another one from Fathom. Eldar all of a sudden looking pretty damn strong. It's tough. Double shurikens setting up. Double Wraithlords running at you, not to mention the Banshee sprinting in. Sometimes you get to that point in the 3v3 where there's just too much like different stuff to counter. It's really hard to bring all the counters together. Gonna give it a go. There's Sigil of the Rift to get heretics into retreat path, but they didn't actually get any attacks in. Are there any Plague Marines around to help against this Wraithlord? Lads kind of needs to get moving soon. He could just use Warp. I think that's what he just did, yeah. Use the global Warp, and they're going to get this Wraithlord. Didn't need the Plague Marines there. See, that's a kill that the other Chaos Heroes might not have been able to get. I'm not sure if the Havocs might have been able to just run up and get the shot there. But maybe not. 447 to 327. It was a bad couple of minutes for Chaos. They lost some stuff. And Eldar are looking strong. The Falcon's been awesome. Still got one Wraithlord. Warp Spider now with the anti-grav grenade, so he can control a clump of infantry like this. Sorcerer's getting a decap though. Maybe even a cap for Noisy. That was the demonic shield going up. Sigil of the Rift displacing the Guardian weapon team. And look at the damage pouring on. That's what Chaos is fantastic at. Just front-loaded insane amounts of damage. And those guys felt it. Hitting back here at Chaos. We got double Falcons in the south. They got to get a full bash here, or if this is kind of a waste of resources if they don't get a full bash. I think they're going to. There's Dark Flames though. From one of the Sorcerers, I think DanielGrushin. Have they overcommitted to this? They can still get all the gens. And they do have the north. Almost got a full bash. There's one generator left. We've got Plague Marines here. We've got double Marco Tzeentch CSM. Which is maybe a waste. I mean, Marco Tzeentch is not cheap. And they are kind of specialized against heavy infantry. They do good damage to all infantry. But with all this light infantry Eldar stuff, the regular bolters, especially with slaughter and stuff, maybe would have sufficed. Could have spent that power elsewhere. It's like 30 power for Marco Tzeentch, isn't it? Farseer gets in. Now has her Runes of Reaping. Puts Doom up on the Chaos Space Marines. They need to maybe back away to waste that. They're confident enough. Coming forward. Plague Marines get a shot. The other Falcon moves up. Is another Wraithlord now for Fathom. That might have been a mistake. Might have been time to go tier 3, buddy. Look at that though. Pushing off the Chaos. And they get a cap. And a full bash, I think. Meanwhile in the north, lots of dead Eldar stuff. What the heck happened? Wraithlord's in trouble too. Plague Marines need to move and shoot, move and shoot. Looks like Nimmsi knows what they're doing. Plague Marines getting some changes in... Well, rather got some changes in 293. I think their missile launcher now reloads slightly faster. And they actually turn around slightly faster, which is surprising. But they do have lower health regen now. So not quite as tanky, like between engagements. Healing back up quite as fast. Warlock's going to go down. Leaped into combat. Met a whole bunch of Chaos gunfire. Here is a Chaos Dreadnought from Noisy with the Mark of Khorne. Again, great synergy with Sorcerers so they can teleport them around. And they're holding the north. Took a bit of a beating in the south, but so did the Eldar. Because look, Acey's down to just double Dire Avengers, and Banshees does go tier 3. It's been very even so far, 361 to 326. Both teams have had their good spells. Sorcerer here for Noisy, level 3, done well. Bashing the node with a las cannon, because why not? Wraithlord with the shoulder mounted Bright Lance getting shots in, and there's Doom. Uh-oh, Blood Rage Dreadnought turns around to smack its master. Blood Rage increases the speed, damage, and damage resistance of your Dreadnought, but you lose control of it. And it is going to town the Sorcerer. Look how much damage it did. I guess it's better to hit the Sorcerer than your units that can actually like lose models and stuff. Chaos Lord now got his Lightning Claws, Mantle of Hate, and Icon of Khorne. It's very, very hateful. There's the anti-grav grenade. It's kind of a rarely seen accessory actually in 3v3s. Look how long it messes stuff up for though. 333 to 326. Seer Council on the way for Acey. Noisy is still in tier 2 because of that Dreadnought. And with the mark, the Dreadnought is like 150 power or something. And Noisy just lost some CSM, I think. And Eldar retaking the north. The Shrine is going to spit out some more Bloodletters. They should be able to get onto this cap maybe, but the decap is there. Here comes some Chaos Space Marines. Also, Marco Tzeentch for Nimmsi. Double. Boys, with all this Marco Tzeentch against Eldar. Mark of Khorne Dreadnought's having some fun. Crunching those Banshees to death. 1-to-1 cap. Slight VP lead for the Chaos Space Marines, but it's really nothing at this point. The Falcon here is still tier 2, so he can't get the shield. Here's the Seer Council. It's a squad of Warlocks that can leap into combat with power melee weapons. They're pretty scary. Provide a nice passive damage resistance buff as well. Also affects themselves. Only for ranged weapons though. Ranged attacks rather. Chaos Heretics running away. Did they get a full bash there? Well done, fellas. There's the 2-to-1 for Chaos. Chaos Predator. Legionator with a Fire Prism. Generally, tanks beat Fire Prisms. Fire Prisms can outrange them, but they're not exactly quick, and they are generally caught up and destroyed by a tank, generally speaking. Chaos Lord going mental with his claws. He's still level 1. He's pissed. How are you still level 1, dude? There you go, level 2. Seer Council retreating through lots of pain. Some Bloodletters in there, some Heretics. And the Chaos Lord himself, of course. But hey, they hold the north. They need to double it. Eldar need to double it. They keep doubling the south. Here comes the Chaos Predator. No mark yet. But hey, it's a tank. Still pretty good. They're really piling up on the mid here, the Chaos team. I guess it allows them to support both sides. Another Chaos Predator, this time from Nimmsi. Fathom still stuck in tier 2, having got some more Dire Avengers up to help repair and stuff, I think. Going for their aspect. Can you two push or something, says Acey. Yeah. They're doubling the south. Not getting a huge amount done, I feel like. Fire Prism's getting shots though. Falcon goes down. It's now a Marco Tzeentch Predator tank. Can they get it? They can get it. Down it goes. Here are the Warp Spiders with their aspect. 333 to 246. Sorcerer from Noisy is going to mess up some stuff. Dreadnought smacking down a Shuriken Cannon, I think that was. Eldar getting flanked pretty badly here. Dreadnought wants to get the Falcon. Eats a Haywire. Yeah, Eldar got messed up there. Really messed up. Noisy waited for the push. Then swept in and got some kills. They did get that tank. Fire Prism, yeah, needs to keep moving. Chaos Dreadnought was warped back to safety-ish. There it is. It's alright. In the north, another push from Acey. It's got an Autark now. Seer Council are in there. Here comes a Mark of Nurgle tank. See a lot of these things these days. Seer Council still in there. It's knocking stuff all over the place. Chaos Lord's having some fun though with his claws, I think. Down goes the Warp Spider Exarch, 310 to 242. It's Wraithguard now from Fathom. Still in tier 2. Sometimes you just find yourself stuck there. Got loads of red. Acey also can drop a nuke. So can Nimmsi and probably DanielGrushin, yep. Legionator's not that far away from an Eldritch Storm as well. Okay, so they still have a Falcon, still have the Fire Prism, and still have Warp Spider. So it's a pretty powerful anti-vehicle force there. Wraithguard can also get shots in. Here they are. Very slow moving without their Spirit Seer Warlock. Or if they just get close enough to a regular Warlock or a Farseer, they also get their Spirit Vision or whatever it's called. They need to double somewhere, I think, the Eldar, definitely. Maybe even triple the north. Gonna get Power Bash if they do. Chaos Terminator's on the field for DanielGrushin. That was the warp throw, but those guys were retreating in time. And we're back. Sorry about that little cut. The Steam servers went offline momentarily, which kicks me out of replays, which is very fun. Doesn't happen very often, but it's very annoying when it does. I've got us back to around about the same place, maybe a few seconds difference. And we're poised for an Eldar push, I suppose. They have to do something here. Looks like it's kicking off towards the north. And we do see Fathom coming here for a 2v1, I guess, against Nimmsi. Noisy is occupied in the south now. Wraithguard doing their thing. Banshee's looking for a target. There was Drain Life on the Warp Spider. Sorry, that was on the Farseer there from the Chaos Lord. Now getting stuck into Banshees and Seer Council. That's a lot of damage on that guy. Need to be decapping here, surely. The Eldar. Big kill the weak allows the Chaos Lord to escape. The tank is safe, I think. Uh-oh. Imperial Abyss makes everything run. And that was from Nimmsi because it's red. And a pissed off Chaos Dreadnought was chasing stuff down. Still the 2v1. In fact, there is a double cap now. Gonna get a triple maybe? Or maybe not. Fire Prism I think would have knocked him off it. Falcon's getting pretty low, pushing back there from DanielGrushin. We do have autocannon Terminators. Able to get damage on these relatively flimsy Eldar vehicles. The Fire Prism only has 500 hit points out the gate. Have another Fire Prism here from Legionator. It's double Wraithguard for Fathom. Here's the second one. And there they do have their Spirit Seer Warlock guy. This Falcon could do with some repairs, but they need to push. Double cap 301 to 137. This tank is very far forward. What is he up to? Do we still have Warp Spiders? We do, but they're back in base right now. Look at the map, very blue. Eldar need to nuke and push. They've got nukes to use. They've got to use them. Wait for these tanks maybe to get close together. Here's the push. Sneaky Dreadnought from Noisy. Doombolts goes flying in, and here's the Mark of Khorne Dreadnought going back to town. Wraithguard decimating some Chaos Space Marines. Got finished off there by Banshees too, but everything runs from the Dreadnought. And the Warp Spider can't do it alone. Still the double cap. Just getting held up in base here by DanielGrushin. Smart play to push up this aggressively, actually. It means they can't break out. Even if you lose some stuff, it's worth it. Because you're ticking down that VPs. Great Unclean One on the way for Noisy now. That was the Warp Fire knocking over those Banshees. Well timed. Fire Prisms haven't really cut it so far. Dreadnought is probably going to get warped out of trouble here by Noisy if it needs to be. Oh, maybe not. That is Noisy right there. Although it is infiltrated. And there is, in fact, the concede, I assume, from Eldar. Nimmsi had double Predators pushed all the way up. We had a Great Unclean One on the way for both Sorcerers. Yeah, Eldar just had a couple of bad fights and they typically can't recover super well. A lot of other factions can recover with kind of durable tier 3 units, but Eldar don't really have that. Seer Council can take a beating, but stuff like their Fire Prisms can get busted up pretty easily. Especially if you catch them on rear armor. Were they both Mark of Nurgle? They were. Yeah, and it's obviously they didn't have enough resources to get an avatar out or something and push with it. So fun fight. Eldar certainly had some success early on. The level 6 Farseer with a level 6 Warp Spider Exarch. Level 3 Warlock did have the Providence at the end and Warp Throw. Level 3 Chaos Lord got going with the Lightning Claws, a little bit slow going before that. Level 5 Sorcerer from Noisy with some teleporting hijinks. And DanielGrushin with a Sorcerer also. Level 6. Sigil of the Rift did some work too. How much hit points do you have? Almost 1,000, level 6 with Demon Armor. There you have it, guys. Big thanks for watching. And thanks to these players for taking part. Sorry for that little cut there. And I'll see you next time.